Welcome to SDH's look at everything going on in USL Championship. We will go backward before we go forward, get you into matches of the week, all the news, all the notes, all the votes, and everything else going on at USLChampionship.com. So let's go backward before we can go forward. Very, very busy Saturday. Started early and finished late. Here's your scores and our matches of the week. Early on at Lynn Family Stadium, Lou City gets a 3-1 win over the Miami FC. Pittsburgh at Highmark knocks off Birmingham Legion by the score of 2-1. History made at Patriots Point in a crossover. San Antonio and Charleston Battery. This is our first match of the week, brought to us by our friends at the USL Championship, ESPN Plus, and YouTube.
Charleston and San Antonio kickoff here at Patriots Point. Should be a fascinating matchup to see these two sides. Of course, San Antonio winning the championship last. This ball punched right back in. And a good header initially won. It's still loose. Adeniran puts it down. San Antonio has the opening goal, and it's Samuel Adeniran with his second in as many matches.
To the box, have a look at that ball. They all go and challenge for a keeper. Trey Muse comes out, gets a bit blocked, but doesn't get to the ball, and from then it's an absolute scramble. So at the end of the day, you've got to look at the goalkeeper and say, once this ball gets knocked up there and you come, you have got to get it, and he doesn't. And then his defense is scrambling, and Adeniran, well...
Azakar headed down and right off the line, but pounded home with his noggin. Fabian Garcia makes it 2-0.
That's fantastic pressure once again from San Antonio. The ball coming in and deal with it. Have a look. Up he goes there. It's a good first header and a great follow-up.
There's a looping ball in, and it goes to the back of the net. San Antonio with a dream opening half. Alawashai! It is a fourth for San Antonio in the opening 32 minutes, and the 22-year-old has a magical start to his career at San Antonio. His third in 2 matches.
I'm going to go looking disconsolate, but just unable to catch him there. AJ Patterson, he's away, he's got pace.
Inside of the box, and the hat trick. The hits just keep on coming for Tani Olawashai. What an introduction the 22-year-old has made on the league. A hat trick for the young star.
Lovely ball coming in here from out wide, played into his path. Great build-up on the left-hand side, and he tucks it away. I wouldn't want to be the defender or midfielder who messes up and gives a goal away, because I think Jordan Farr will have a few words to say.
Here's Alawashai. He passes this time. A hat trick, and he adds an assist as Bailoni, an easy goal to make it 6-0 San Antonio.
It's a beautiful ball played here by Perano, and he's got his head up straight away. He's looking where Bailoni is. He's looking at his options. Should he shoot? No, he lays it absolutely perfectly.
Here's a shot attempt. Muse had to come up with a strong save. Might not have been expecting it, but a highlight from the keeper. Now, a big issue. Bailoni bags the team's 7th. He's got a brace. San Antonio with a club record 7 goals in an annihilation of Charleston.
Seconds after Trey Muse has made an important save, Augie Williams loses the ball. There's a quick counter-attack.
One of the most dominant performances in USL Championship history. The defending champs come into the Eastern Conference leaders' home and win it 7-0.
7 on the board for San Antonio FC, reinforcing to everyone in USL Championship why they are the defending champs. 5-1 winner at Al Lang, Tampa Bay over Detroit City. There was continue, meaning Le Rouge, out of the blocks here in 2020 and 2023. Memphis, 901, another win under Stephen Glass and a crossover, beating Colorado Springs by the score of 2-1. At the Lab, New Mexico United over Monterey Bay by the score of 2-1. Southwest University Park, El Paso Locomotive over Loudoun United in a crossover, 1-0. Sacramento Republic at Hard Health over Indy 11, 3-1. RGV on the road at Torero Stadium, knocking off San Diego Loyal by the score of 3-2. Vegas Lights and FC Tulsa, a 1-1 draw at Cashman. And our Western crossover is at the corner of 38th and Washington. Phoenix Rising and Hartford Athletic. Here's your highlights, courtesy of our friends USL Championship, ESPN Plus, and YouTube.
Just waiting on his whistle, and we can get things underway. There's the whistle, and away we go tonight. 90 minutes between Phoenix Rising and Hartford Athletic for just the second time ever. He cuts it on the left, Arteaga on the right. This is Crutzen to take it, big save! Richard Sanchez somehow is able to spot that through all of the traffic.
Right hand, that is going right into the corner there. He's got to fling himself across, but the power to push that out with that. They gave it away at the end to lose by 3-2. So that's the way it's been. It's been really tough. And there he is. They lost 2-1 against New England Revs. Got themselves back to 1-1 in the Open Cup.
Now all of a sudden it's Danny Trejo. Trejo scores! Was that over the line? It was! In the opening 5 minutes, Phoenix Rising on the board. Trejo, 1-0.
Knew he could do damage. Look at this. He's got the pace to leave not one but two defenders behind and balance it and get it past Richard Sanchez, and it just crosses the line. I don't think there's any doubts about that. You'll see it here as it goes fully over the line.
Jai with a loose touch, turns it over, trying to recover. He can't quite get back onto it. And here comes Hartford Athletic, advantage being played. Antoine Openo. Openo! It's a penalty! And just like that, Hartford a chance to go to the spot and equalize.
Openo, there is an arm coming out that grabs him from Monjoma. Or is there? Does he put his arm out as well? Hoping. Let's have another look at this a bit more carefully. There is a left arm out. Is it enough to bring him down?
To Hartford Athletic here, trying to get this back on level terms. Edwards scores! The in-swinger again, good depth on this. Harvey was there, now it's off the crossbar. Fuenmayor got the shot away. It'll be an in-swinger, Barrera, and headed away. Oh, what a slip! And all of a sudden, Phoenix could be in! Carlos Harvey, one-on-one! Harvey scores! Just like that, Phoenix regained the lead! 2-1!
But such an error there on that ball. And it's Matt Sheldon who has his pocket picked. And there's no way they can get back. You can see them trying to get back. Juan Torres has made the run. That's through the goalkeeper's legs, Richard Sanchez. But he's got so much time, Carlos Harvey, to wait for the goalkeeper to stretch his legs apart and bury that ball. These are the question marks that I'm assuming Juan Guerra will be battling with after this match is finished.
Joma. Now the cross comes in. King there to attack it right in front. It's bubbled over the line. And Manuel Arteaga has given Phoenix Rising a 3-1 lead. Some insurance laid on.
It's been frustrating for him. This was a foul there, but the referee plays on quite rightly, and it's a good decision. I think it comes off Trejo's shoulder. To Phoenix Rising, great 3 points for them. Back to the drawing board for Hartford Athletic.
There's the final whistle, and Phoenix Rising capture all 3 points. Able to extend the lead late, and they take down Hartford Athletic by 3-1.
Then your last match of the weekend at Pioneer Stadium, Oakland Roots shutting out Orange County by the score of 3-0. That sets up the standings after a very, very busy Saturday. Very, very busy, starting early, finishing late. Eastern Conference, here's how it all lays out. Charleston Battery goes from a goal difference of +6 to -1 after their second loss of the year, 18 points, and they are still on top after their first 10 matches. Lou City, 17 points after 9. Birmingham Legion, 16 points after 11. Tampa Bay and Pittsburgh at 14 points. Tampa Bay with one more win. Memphis, 901, unbeaten in their last 5. They now have 12 points in 8 matches, 3-2-3. Positive goal difference as well. They are in 6th. The Miami FC, 10 matches, 11 points. Loudoun United, 10 points, 9 matches. That's the playoffs if they were to start today. Below the playoff bar, Indy 11 has hit each column in their last 3. They're at 9 points in 9 matches. They have one more win than FC Tulsa, who has played 10 matches, and they also have the better points per game average. Hartford Athletic has now lost 3 in a row. They're at 1-6-2. Tulsa, by the way, 1-3-6. 1 win, 6 draws in 10 matches so far this year. Hartford Athletic 1-6-2 in 9 matches. They're at 5 points, and they have played one less match than Detroit City, who is at 1-7-2. So the points per game average is better in Hartford than Detroit City. Hartford Athletic has lost 3 in a row, 4 of 5. Detroit City has lost 3 in a row, 1 point in their last 4 matches. Western Conference, a lot of double-digit points coming out of the blocks. Sacramento's at 21 points, unbeaten in their last 5. El Paso has won 5 on the spin. They're at 19 points ahead of San Antonio on wins since they have both played 10 matches. San Diego Loyal is in 4th at 17 points. 10 matches played there. They've lost 2 of 3, however. Colorado Springs, 16 points. They've lost 2 in a row after winning 2 in a row. Oakland Roots, 14 points after 9 matches. They're unbeaten in their last 3. Monterey Bay had a 4-match unbeaten string snapped with that loss last time out. 13 points ahead of Phoenix Rising. And Monterey Bay is at 13. Phoenix is at 13. Phoenix is in 8th. Below the playoff bar, New Mexico United's at 11 points. They have a better points per game average and one more win than RGV. Orange County SC is at 6 points. They've lost 4 in a row, and they are 1 win ahead of Vegas Lights, 1-0. Vegas has not won a match this year. They have lost 3. They have drawn 6, both at 6 points in 11th and 12th. That's your standings. Now, the news. Everything going on in USL Championship. Goal of the Week nominees for Week 10. It is available at uslchampionship.com. You have until Thursday at noon Eastern to put in your vote at uslchampionship.com. And you can also do it through the USL app. It's either Matthew Corcoran for Birmingham Legion against Pittsburgh, 17-year-old's first professional goal, one to remember. Abdoulaye Diop from Detroit City going up against Tampa Bay. Luis Fernando, Memphis 901, Russell Cicerone for Sacramento Republic. So 2 Atlanta United, 2 players up for Goal of the Week in the Fans' Choice at USL Championship. Once again, you can vote till Thursday at noon Eastern Time for Goal of the Week for Week 10. Also on the board, don't forget, be a part of the social media presence that USL Championship has. Like, follow, be a part of the conversation at uslchampionship.com, also on Twitter, on Facebook, and on Instagram. So you can follow along there as well all season long when it comes to the USL. USL has suspended Kevin Partita for use of foul and abusive language. The Orange County SC midfielder is going to serve a 6-game suspension following an investigation. So keep an eye on that with Orange County as you go forward. And also on the board, Rising have added Glendale native Jack Ramirez. The 16-year-old midfielder becomes their fifth academy player to join the club's first team this season. Indy 11 has acquired Macaulay King from Colorado Switchbacks, set for his second stint with the Boys in Blue after playing for them in 2019. Colorado Springs added Jonas Fjeldberg via transfer, 11 goals, 39 appearances in the championship during his career. And so Jonas Fjeldberg is now part of the Switchbacks. Macaulay King is now with Indy 11. And news out of Oakland, AASEG Land LLC and the Oakland Roots and Soul have announced a cooperation agreement collaborating on short-term and long-term initiatives to benefit the Oakland community. The African American Sports and Entertainment Group announced on Friday the groups had entered into that cooperation agreement. It defines the organization's intent to collaborate to achieve the outcomes benefiting the Oakland community in general and to East Oakland in particular. They have an exclusive negotiation agreement with the City of Oakland for the purposes of purchasing the city's interest in the Oakland Coliseum, redeveloping it as a mixed-use, mixed-income, sports-anchored community. Roots and Soul submitted a proposal to the City of Oakland and Alameda County to lease on an interim basis the adjacent Malibu site. If it's accepted by the City of Oakland and Alameda County as co-owners, the proposal would allow Roots and Soul to construct a temporary modular stadium so they could play home matches at Malibu on an interim basis until the permanent stadium solution is achieved. In order to provide AASEG with maximum flexibility to execute their future plans, the two organizations have come together to align with their efforts. So Lindsey Barron's the Roots and Soul president. Oakland Roots now in their fifth year, women's team launching, excited at the potential of what they can do with AASEG for the future professional sports in Oakland. So very, very cool stuff there going on in Oakland. Monterey Bay FC's Christian Valesky has earned Player of the Month, presented by our friends at Konami eFootball. 3 goals, 2 assists, 2 Player of the Week honors for his work this past month. So he gets it for the month of April. Reminder, if you are in market, you can catch these games, and there's a lot of them. Traditionally, there's even some midweek activity that you kind of have to keep your eye on. Wednesday, Segra, Loudon hosting New Mexico United. 10 o'clock in Irvine, California. Orange County is hosting Sacramento Republic. Friday night football at 1 Oak. It is FC Tulsa hosting Memphis 901. Saturday, as always, pretty swamped. Starting 5 o'clock, Charleston gets the chance to rebound after that 7-0 thumping by San Antonio. Monterey Bay visits town. 7 o'clock at Trinity Health, Hartford Athletic, and Loudon. Also 7 o'clock at the Mike, Indy 11 hosting Switchbacks. 7 o'clock at Highmark, Pittsburgh hosting Vegas Lights. 7 o'clock at Ricardo Silva in Boca Raton, the Miami FC hosting San Diego Loyal. 7:30 Eastern at Protective, Legion hosting El Paso Locomotive. 7:30 at Keyworth and Hamtramck. It is Detroit City hosting San Antonio. That one could get toward the 7 that we saw on the board in Charleston. So San Antonio could be putting up some big numbers back-to-back weeks in USL Championship. 8:30 in South Texas. It is RGV hosting Tampa Bay Rowdies at HEB Park. Championship Soccer Stadium in Irvine, Orange County hosting Phoenix Rising. 10 o'clock at Heart Health on Saturday, Sacramento Republic hosting the Roots. So if you are in Sacramento, Irvine, Edinburgh, Texas, Hamtramck, Michigan, Birmingham, Boca Raton, Pittsburgh, Indianapolis, Hartford, Charleston, Tulsa, Irvine, or Loudoun County, Virginia, and you can catch the matches in USL Championship this week, please do. Quality competition in the second division here in United States Soccer. If you can't, and you're in market, follow along in your local providers. If you're out of market and want to follow along, what you can do is you can follow along with ESPN Plus, the provider for all of the matches in USL Championship all season long. So for everybody here at SDH, thanks for hanging out with us for the review of everything going on in USL Championship. Play safe, everybody. Enjoy the games. We'll catch up with you next week.